We start the episode with a truck driving by, Optimus Prime scanning it. Optimus now officially has his new Earth form. Then, nearby, the children are playing with their minicons. They're all driving the minicons and racing with each other. We then slowly zoom out to see a metallic leg stepping onto the edge of a nearby boulder. A few minutes later, the children decide to climb that boulder. But on top of it, someone awaits them. And it is not a friendly face. It is none other than Megatron. The kids quickly turn around and start driving away. But then we see Megatron transforming. He transforms into an Earth tank and starts chasing the children. He wants their minicons. But not only theirs, but also the two other minicons that Cyclonus informed him about. They were in the area. He just didn't know where exactly. But since the children are there with their free minicons, might as well try to get those, right? He keeps chasing them, and the children turn around and look in fear. I mean, imagine a gigantic fucking tank chasing you. You would also piss your pants, especially if you're as young as like Red, Carlos, and Alexis. Red, look out! Alexis screams. In front of them, 3 other robots. 3 other Decepticons. The children see Demolishor, Starscream, and Cyclonus in order, standing above them. All of them transform, and Red realizes that they're surrounded. There is no escape. Then, out of nowhere, a red truck hits the tank, and the tank turns over. Now, I find this scene really goofy, so I'ma keep everything as is. So basically, Optimus Prime hits Megatron, and the tank turns on its side. Cyclonus and Starscream, they fly in the air and transform, and they're like, what the hell is going on? Children are also all flabbergasted, like, I mean, look at these faces. And then Optimus just drives around, opens the door, and is like, get in, like, hurry. Kids are a bit hesitant at first, all except Alexis, who immediately goes into Optimus. Whoa. Meanwhile, Carlos and Red are like, wait, like, what is going on? Like, what is... And then they just hear, like, heavy steps behind them, and they turn around, and Demolishor is just standing there, like, hi, how is going? And he's, like, trying to look menacing, but I don't know. I always found Demolishor so goofy, like, look at him. Look at him. He's just... I don't know, he's just funny looking. And like, why the hell is he like an air defense, or what's it called? An anti-aircraft thing? Also, fun fact, did you know that in the Japanese version of Armada, Demolishor is actually called Ironhide? Yeah, like the Autobot Ironhide. Studio Series 86 Ironhide. I actually got this as a gift a few days ago. It's a pretty cool figure. It's a Voyager class. Its transformation is terrible in my opinion. And I think I got a bit juicy because nothing will pack together. Literally cannot transform well. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass of a transformation. But other than that, he's a pretty cool robot. And you can get him into some really fucking cool poses. He comes with this Teletran thing where he fucking gets obliterated in the movie. And yeah, anyways, yeah, he's just a silly dude. But anyways, he stands there, and the kids, I mean Red and Carlos, are like, yeah, we'll get inside the truck too. And then they get inside Optimus and close the door. Demolishor is watching them through the window, like, hey, get out! What are you doing? And the children scream, and Optimus just starts driving off. Demolishor tries to stop him, but Optimus then does something that is also rarely utilized in the show, just like in previous episode that I mentioned, Starscream's heat vision, that is, I'm pretty sure never utilized again. Here Optimus uses like a little gun thing that he shoots Demolishor with. Demolishor like screams and falls over, and then Optimus fucking runs over him, like he literally drives over him, like it's a cool scene. But yeah, this is another weapon that he pulls from his like trailer, and it is rarely, if ever, used again. I I really don't remember, but this is another one of those weapons that I'll try to utilize more in this rewriting series. Anyways, just as Demolishor gets up and transforms into the anti-aircraft war machine or whatever it is, he immediately gets turned on his side by Hotshot that just comes driving past him and just crashes into him, basically. Anyways, Megatron orders Starscream and Cyclonus to get the minicons as soon as they can, get them immediately, because Autobots are here and now they'll be fighting over who gets the minicons first. Cyclonus and Starscream immediately go to try to find the minicons. Meanwhile, the children get out of the truck and Optimus transforms back into his robot form. Hotshot and Red Alert also follow, transforming into their robot forms as well. Children are now facing the three Autobots for the second time. They realize that they're the good guys. I mean, look at Hotshot here. Look at that smiling face and the thumbs up. However, there is not much time to waste because the Decepticons are on their way there to get the minicons. And now we get to the core part of this episode. That is reimagining Optimus's super mode. Okay, so Optimus super mode. Now, in Armada, as I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, his super mode is kind of useless. He just becomes bigger, slower, and an easier target. And in some scenes, he's practically weaker. There's only a few scenes where his super mode is actually presented as a super mode. Very few scenes where he actually has an advantage. So I want to change that. Now, in my version, his super mode will actually be super, For example, in this episode, there's a scene where Starscream and Cyclonus shoot at Optimus, and he's just withstanding those bullets. But then he falls to his knees and he's tired, and it had some effect on him, normal bullets from Starscream and Cyclonus, without the minicon power up. So yeah, he was just basically a bigger target for them, and they hit him with a bunch of really small bullets, and that was enough for Super Optimus to fall to the ground, which is What I basically want to change is that just normal unpowered up Decepticons won't be able to just put Optimus down on his knees. Whoa. And his mode will actually be super. He will be able to utilize it once per battle to become this super mode in critical situations, and it will actually be a power up where he will actually be stronger instead of just a heavier, clunkier thing that can't really do much. So yeah, in this episode, that scene is removed where Starscream and Cyclonus just, as I said, shoot Optimus down basically, and instead he will be able to be on par with Megatron, which I think the normal Optimus is weaker than normal Megatron, and the Super Optimus is a bit stronger than just normal Megatron, and then they usually power up with minicons, or in Megatron's case, he can power up with Tidal Wave when they combine, which I can't wait to get to, because Tidal Wave is one of my favorite characters, because he's just this giant floating robot that just Tidal Wave. Anyways, yeah, we'll get there eventually. So the major changes are that basically I will remove any scenes that I thought were, just showcasing the super mode being useless. And I'll maybe mention them here and there, but if there's a scene that doesn't appear in one of the episodes of this series, it's because I probably removed it for that reason, or I changed the scene completely with something else. I plan to change some fights and especially later on, because I have some really major changes planned for later on. But yeah, that's it for Optimus' Supermod. Now we're going to go back to the episode. The Decepticons all basically come towards them, and Optimus transforms into his Supermod. And when he does, we see like Red Alert and Hotshot having a little conversation. Red Alert says, "Hey Hotshot, you're looking a bit rusty. Would you give me a break? I'm just getting warmed up." "Autobots, ready," Super Optimus says, and Red Alert and Hotshot reply in unison. "Yes, sir." Megatron and the Decepticons approach. Optimus points at them, saying, "Endangering these children. Getting them involved in our conflict is unforgivable, Megatron." "Unlike you, I have no interest in this planet, Optimus. I am after the Minicons, and anyone who stands in my way will be eliminated." Megatron then shoots on the children. Optimus kneels down and protects the children from Megatron's blast. "That's slow even for you, Megatron," Optimus screams. Then he turns around to the children, asking, "Are you alright, kids?" The children nod, then start running. They don't want to get in the way of the Autobots. They now realize that the ones wearing the Autobot symbols are the good guys. They're here to protect them. Starscream and Cyclonus strike from above. They shoot at Red Alert and Hotshot. "Ha ha ha ha," Megatron laughs. "What is the matter, Autobots? Today I am going to bring you a special kind of meeting with my old companion." Megatron reveals Leader 1, his Minicon. "Hey, look!" Alexis points at the Minicon. Red and Carlos look in awe. "He has a Minicon?" The kids then witness Leader 1 transforming and combining with Megatron. And then they witness the full power that the Minicons bring to the Cybertronians. As they see Megatron shooting a blast so powerful it sent him flying backwards. But since the blast was so powerful, Megatron didn't hit anyone. He instead obliterated a nearby boulder. "Ha ha ha, you missed," Optimus laughs. "Maybe, but it is only but a taste of my power. Only a taste of what's coming, Optimus." The kids are shocked. "It's crazy how much that tiny Minicon boosted his power," Carlos says. "Don't you get it? That's why they're fighting for them." "Prime, this is the day you meet your end. Ha 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 ha." Megatron keeps on firing blasts up to Optimus, Hotshot, and Red Alert. But the blasts are so powerful that they send Megatron flying backwards yet again. He even falls on his back. The power of the Minicons is unimaginable. One of the blasts hits a boulder that is right above the children. It starts falling down. The children look up. They fear. Is this the end? Nah, Hotshot and Red Alert save them. "Hotshot, are you alright?" "Yes, sir, and the children are safe as well." "Phew, that was close," Red Alert says, hovering over the Minicons. In the distance, in one of the holes that Megatron's blasts made, 3 shining lights can be seen. Starscream runs towards Megatron, asking, "Sir, are you alright?" A giant shadow then covers both the Decepticon leader and his apprentice. Starscream turns around only to see Optimus. "Get out of my way, Starscream." Optimus grabs Starscream by the head and just throws him out of the way. Wow, and that is poor Starscream. "It's time to settle this once and for all, Megatron. Give it your best shot, Prime." While the two of them are fighting, Red Alert and Hotshot recover 2 Minicons and power up with them. Hotshot shoots at Demolishor, and Demolishor does a flip. No, seriously, Demolishor does a flip. What the fuck? Red Alert then shoots at Starscream, and he's screaming at the stars. you know, you get it, like his name is Starscream and he's... I'm sorry. "Damn it, they have obtained the Minicons. Decepticons, retreat," Megatron says, and they all return to lunar base. All except Cyclonus. We then cut out to the children trying to obtain a few Minicons that are stuck in a cave on top of a mountain. Cyclonis rushes inside a cave and transforms, quickly taking the two minicons that were there and teleporting back to the lunar base with the other Decepticons. Megatron will be so pleased, he says as his body vanishes. On the lunar base, Megatron is enraged that they couldn't uncover any minicons. But then Cyclonus arrives and gives the two minicons he took to Megatron. I am very pleased, Cyclonus. You should all learn something from your fellow warrior over there. He, unlike you two incompetent fools, uncovered two minicons. Who would have thought that the minicon ship would have been wrecked here for over 4 million years, unknown to any other Cybertronian? Optimus Prime says, as the children showed the Autobots where the minicon's ship is. We accidentally discovered the ship, Optimus, and these minicons too. They were asleep here until we made contact with them. Red explains. I'm guessing that when I awoke in the first minicon, it sent out a signal to you guys, right? That is correct, Optimus confirms. At the time, we were fighting on the planet Cybertron, our home. We are the race called the Cybertronians. And on our planet there are two factions that have been waging war between each other for the past 4 million years. There is us, the Autobots, led by me, Optimus Prime, and the ones that we were fighting with, the evil Decepticons, led by a fearsome leader called Megatron. The kids then all introduce themselves to the Autobots. Hi, I'm Red. I'm Carlos. I'm Alexis. Thank you so much for saving our lives, and twice nonetheless. Red, Carlos, Alexis, nice to meet you. My name is Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, and these are my troops. Hi, I'm Red Alert, and you can call me Hotshot. Optimus, sir, Red says. The Decepticons were after the minicons because of the immense power that they gain by combining with them, right? That is precisely it, Red. You see, children, the minicons were used as pawns in our never-ending war for millennia. And as soon as we received your transmission that the minicons have awoken once again, our mission became to obtain the minicons faster than the Decepticons. I see, but then wouldn't you also be using them for the same reason? No, you see, Red. The difference is that the Decepticons only see minicons as pawns, as just tools, as nothing but weapons to use, while we treat them more equally. You see? Optimus points at the minicons, and the minicons start blabbering some nonsense, I guess. Optimus then says, you see, the minicons were actually built as workers, not just as weapons, as tools, but they were there to help us build our Cybertron, our planet. But when the war started, it all changed. That is why we need to stop the Decepticons. And when we do, minicons will live in peace, I promise. I see. Then let us help, Optimus. Yeah, let us help, Carlos adds, and Alexis agrees with the boys. I already told you kids, I do not want you to get involved in our war. But we're already involved, Alexis says. We're the ones who uncovered the minicons, so we're already in this. Yes, we're like the Three Musketeers, Red says, and the kids fist bump each other. Hotshot makes notice of this and looks very confused. Oh, what's wrong, Hotshot? It's just that... Why did you hit each other? I mean, you punched each other in the fists and you found humor in it. Is it like some kind of ritual or something? Yeah, you can call it that. It's a show of friendship. Come on, Carlos says. Hotshot then fist bumps Optimus Prime, and they both laugh as they enjoy this moment. In fact, they enjoy it so much that they do it like 5 more times in a row, and since they're like giant robots and metallic fists bumping into each other, it's like really loud and the camera shakes and the children just look like, wow, these robots are fucking strong. And even the minicons do it. So yeah, everyone just fist bumps each other, and we then skip a few days, I guess, and we see the 5 main children playing basketball for a bit. Then the boys, the other 2 boys, Billy and Fred, they talk to Carlos and Red about where they were when the earthquake, quote-unquote earthquake, hit. And at first, Red and Carlos are acting like, "Oh, we don't know, maybe we're asleep," or... And then Billy reveals that actually they saw their bikes at the cave. So then Carlos is just like, "Yeah, we were at the cave, okay, so..." And then they just gaslight these other two guys, like, "No, there was no earthquake here, like, you're imagining things, like, it would have been on the news or something. Someone would have seen something." And the other two guys are like, "No, like, we felt it, and our parents, they also felt it." And Carlos, Red, and Alexis even, they just keep gaslighting these guys, like, nah, you're just, you're tripping, bro, you're tripping, you're capping. And then when the school finishes, Fred and Billy, man, what the fuck, I tried to record it like 5 times. Anyways, Fred and Billy see the Minicon bike that Red owns, and they're like, "Wow, when did you get this?" Like, and Red just immediately goes like, it was a birthday present. Yeah, in fact, I just put it up myself, and I assembled it this morning." And these kids just, like, the second half of the episode is basically the other kids just gaslighting Billy and Fred. And Fred is like, "Yeah, oh my god, that must be some, like, special edition model. Like, I've never seen a bike like that before, and I've been on all the websites, and I'm like a super big bike nerd, and wow, it's a pretty cool bike that you have, that no one else has." And they just buy it. Like, it's pretty silly. Then Carlos arrives, and they also comment on his skateboard, and he's like, "Nah, this is an old piece of shit, you know." And Billy then, when Carlos and Red leave, he's just like, "They're hiding something, and we're gonna find out." It reminds me a lot of, like, the Power Rangers side characters. Like, in the Samurai, there's these two, I forgot their name, but Billy and Fred, they remember a lot of the Power Ranger guys. We go back to the moon, the lunar base, and we see Demolishor and Starscream arguing. "You cannot defeat someone such as myself," Demolishor says. "Are you sure about that, Demolishor? You looked so weak back there. Are you sure you're even capable of going on missions with us? Maybe you should just stay here at the base." "Enough!" Demolishor transforms and rushes towards the Starscream, but it seems like he forgot that Starscream can literally fly, and Starscream just does that. And Demolishor is like, "Damn, I did not expect that. That incredible maneuver." Demolishor is just stupid, man. And his stupidity goes even further because he transforms back into his robot mode. He's an anti-aircraft missile carrier launcher thing, and he just transforms back into his robot mode when Starscream is a fucking jet. Man, Demolishor is a genius. Starscream then charges towards Demolishor and just kicks him on the ground and just starts, like, sliding him onto the ground, and it's kind of brutal, honestly. But if there's one thing that Demolishor can do, it's taking a beating. So he just, while Starscream is basically at him, he just takes one of Starscream's legs and just throws Starscream on the ground. And there's this weird shot where we can't see Starscream's wings or the nose that he has, or anything, and he just does not look like Starscream here. Then Starscream and Demolishor get kind of freaky, and Starscream puts the blade, his wing blade that he has in Armada for some reason, which is a pretty cool weapon, honestly. I like that concept a lot. He puts his blade up upon Demolishor's head, while Demolishor is pointing his finger guns at Starscream's head, and it's pretty much a draw. Megatron, who was just pretty much watching all of that unfold, he decides that it's enough and he stops the two from fighting. "That's enough. I do not need my men fighting amongst each other." He started it," Demolishor says. Starscream just stands there with a grin on his face, which is pretty funny. Megatron decides to gather around his Decepticons. "Alright, I have decided to give this minicon to you, Demolishor." "But why, sir? I'm clearly stronger than him," Starscream says. I know, Starscream. I do know your strength. But thus, you can rely on your own strength to win battles. And you do not require a minicon as much as Demolishor does. Thank you so much, Megatron. Demolishor is thankful to get his own minicon, while Starscream is jealous. Starscream, listen up. The rest of you too. There are a lot of minicons hidden on that planet, and we shall acquire all of them. They are all incredibly powerful and thus incredibly valuable. They will help us destroy the Autobots once and for all. Fred and Billy then go on to see that the cave and the footprint are gone. They're not where they were. Are they going crazy? Like, what is going on? Billy and Fred just can't get around to it, and they're very confused. I mean, maybe they're schizophrenic or something. We then lower the camera underground where the newly settled Autobot base is, where the minicon ship was, and we see Carlos like still being very amazed by the spaceship. Wow, this is incredible. Hotshot laughs and is like, wow, you sound like you've never been in a spaceship before. Red, I have something I'd like to show to you. Optimus Prime and Red Alert come over and bring up a small robot bird thing, bird camera thing. It's Laserbeak? Like Soundwiz Laserbeak? Laserbeak transforms into a camera and the kids are like, wow, so cool, oh my god, oh wow, 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 whoa, wow, wow, wow. His job is to ensure your safety while you're here. Oh, so wait, that means that you're letting us fight with you. That's not what I said. I'm just saying that your safety is now my responsibility, Optimus Prime clarifies. Then, an alarm suddenly goes off. Everyone rushes into the other room, where there's a bunch of holograms and screens and computers and high-tech stuff. Optimus, I picked up a signal for a minicon, Red Alert says. Alright, Autobots, get ready to roll out. And this is where we'll end the second episode of this rewriting series. Once again, if you have any suggestions, ideas, or anything similar, if you disliked something, feel free to comment. In fact, please comment anything that's on your mind about the series. I want to make this as good as possible. I kind of want to make this like a community project thing where we work together to make like the best possible version of Armada. I, for this episode, used quite a bit of dialogue from the Japanese version because it is very different. And it actually is, the dialogue there is a lot better. So yeah, basically I'm simultaneously watching both the English and the Japanese versions as I'm working on these episodes, and I look to see which dialogue fits better in which scene. There are some things that the Japanese took out that I actually like from the dub, and vice versa. So yeah, it's a mixed mash of the dialogues, and I add some dialogues myself. I change some dialogues a bit and blah blah blah. Do not bother with that stuff. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for 250 subs. Thanks to PerspectiveEnd for shouting me out. And I am unsure when the next episode will be out, because I have to schedule a wisdom tooth removal surgery, so I'm not sure like when that will be. Maybe it's like in a month, so I'll be able to make maybe the third episode before the surgery. But during surgery, I think that there'll be like at least a month where I won't upload anything. Just a heads up, letting you all know. I'm not sure when that will be, but there will be a small gap between some of the future episodes due to that reason. So yeah, goodbye.